Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. It's Tuesday night, and the last video I did at the night after Easter. So I have few questions. First, I want to apologize because I said that Bernie, and I thought about Biden, that if Biden will choose the Elizabeth Warren. So sorry. Mistake. And then I mix, of course, the words elevator with escalator. I thought about escalator, and I draw the picture was about escalator, but those are just words. And my angel is not showing. Okay, and I will start with the questions. Bianca Aguilera is asking me to check if vitamin C is good to take. It makes your immune system, would that make your immune system stronger against the coronavirus? And I saw the same picture as I saw before, the little boy. So it is something that will trigger the positive effect or controllable effect. I'm not saying that it's positive, because when the little boys are getting into the bathtub, they always pee. It triggers their kind of instinct to do that. The same is with vitamin C. I believe it triggers some immune for that illness. And it would be best if the doctors, the scientists would check what is really triggering the immune system in some people. Because vitamin C is alkaid. It's in lemons, it's in yellow peppers. Those are the things that are available, and they have to figure out why little children are more immune to that illness. Maybe we all have that in our hand to touch it. So it would be great if the scientists will be able to figure out how to protect everyone. Maybe the older people have more acidy immune system. I was watching the young nurse who was so well built. He was exercising all the time, but maybe he was putting a lot of acid in his muscles, because when I will exercise, I will have a lot of acid in my muscles. So maybe that's what they have to figure out, what is causing the immune system to be more vulnerable or less vulnerable. So maybe alkalides will help us to have more resistance for that illness. And I'm just guessing. But a second time I'm seeing that little boy in the bathtub. There must be some clue. And I said it will be as simple as trigger as for the little boy. So there is some clue there. And it would be great if people can figure out why one person will be sick, another, and not knowing even that has that virus, and the other will be completely healthy. Susan Kwaśniewski. Will billionaire Mark Cuban, he's Republican, run against 45? And I saw them swimming in the same swimming pool. They are the same sharks. They are too much the same. I don't think people would like to have any guy who wants the publicity, who wants to be on a stage just to be another nuisance. I don't think so. That was my guessing from them swimming against each other. I don't think that there will be any good for Republicans to put Mark Cuban. L. Keith Hine. When Trump went to the hospital for emergency visit in October last year, Did this have any connection with COVID-19? And that time I remember I saw him going for MRI, going to the tube. So that wouldn't be, and he was not coughing, he didn't have any fever. I don't think they even knew too much about that illness yet. I don't think so. I had the feeling that there was some problem with his upper guts or chest, but I don't think it was the COVID-19. Shalora Fitzgerald is saying that Lena Rodriguez is preparing people for second wave and maybe even a third one. And I said long time ago that there will be small wave and big one, and the third one will be small. And I said it will end up next year when the snow will start melting. But don't wait for spring in Canada. We still have snow on our backyard. The front is getting better, but on the and we have sunny side on that side, but we are backing to the park. Okay, this one is interesting. Shining out light. If something will happen to Biden, will Joe Kennedy be next president? He's the young, promising Kennedy from that clan. And I saw him behind the stage, not on the stage, but I knew that he is still at the back. So I don't know if he is ready for this time, maybe in the future, but so he would like to play some role. He is preparing himself, he is practicing, but I don't think he is going to do that. Oh, I have to tell you something. Not long ago, one lady asked me about Shakespeare, because we are talking about, and that came to me. And she asked me if Shakespeare was writing all the not poems, the stories for the theater. And I saw him, all the dramas that he apparently was writing. And I saw him behind him there was a stage. He was staying under the stage, and across from him there were students. And he was involving them to help him to write the theater stories. So he was asking them to help him to create words and to make the rhymes and so on. So I think we can't prove it, but it could be that he was using other young people to create with him that dramas that he's so famous for in the world. Cheryl, my girlfriend, she's asking, Trump is negotiating a deal with Saudi Arabia and Russia about oil. Agreement is supposedly near. What is Trump promising them in exchange for doing that? And I saw a crocodile and Venezuela. I knew it's related to Venezuela. He is giving Venezuela to those two crocodiles, Russia and Saudi Arabia. So he is trying to have best outcome for himself. And maybe that's for them to help him to win the next election. So he is saying, I'm not going to interfere when you will be taking Venezuela. That's horrific, but I think that's what he is promising them. Davy Palumbo. Will Trump became a lame duck president? because he's not acting presidential during those press conferences. And yes, he will be walking on the crutch because his leg will be broken, so he wouldn't have ability to move forward too much. Sitting duck, kind of. Lady Day is asking if Trump will fire Dr. Fauci. Apparently, Nancy Pelosi stopped him before. People, and first I saw him moving his hands and people are telling me I can do it. And it's very upset because he's moving those hands. And then I saw myself, and he used the word improper. It's improper for him to improper to do that, to fire Dr. Fauci. And it hit me. The same word my uncle was using when I was 10 years old. We were on vacation in his cabin, and he had a little bully. I don't know how old he was, and I was young and skinny, and with the boys we make, who will sit on the bully and ride on it. Don't ever ask your grandchildren to do that. And I sat on that bully, and he drove me. And it's a lot of excitement. I was so scared to let him go. He drove me through the whole garden to the corner. In the corner there was garbage. My uncle had all rocks, and Natalie was growing there, which is very pokey, itchy. And he dropped me. He stopped and I flew over. It will be the same result for Trump. He will be getting into garbage. He will be destroyed. He will have the not nice outcome by doing that, firing Dr. Fauci. It will be very improper for him to do that. He might do it, but he will be ending up in the corner where it's a lot of garbage and rocks and Natalie, so it will be extremely unpleasant excitement for him. And Dr. Fauci is not nothing else like little bully that he will stand up to him. Maybe not a big one, but he is a little bully and he will stand up and Trump can't ride on him. He has to obey some rules that it's not proper. Rosa Ruedo. Will there be a revolt? Will governors and mayors be able to stop Donald Trump? As an answer, I saw old ghost town. The houses are abandoned and only you can hear that squeaky noise of the door, that is loose and it's open and close, and so yes, they will abandon him. They will do whatever they want because they don't want the ghost towns. They don't want to lose people. They don't want to feel that everything is without control and people are leaving. But they will abandon him. He will be that abandoned house and they will have to go their own ways. David Curley was asking me about Śmigus Dęgos, which I was talking about the Wet Monday in Poland that we were celebrating. If my husband splashed me with water and smacked me with the gałązki wierzby. I didn't know that name. We call this bazie, those little first they have like bunny on the bunny. I don't know how the wierzba is in English. And some will spank the girls probably. No, my husband didn't spank me, but he was waiting until it was after midnight and he splashed me. I came to bed after midnight last Monday, and so it was already Monday, and I was not a very happy camper going to bed. It was kind of wet, but in the morning I splashed him when he was sleeping. So we were even, and it's just for fun. Crazy tradition, but why not? Please, and thank you everyone for your kindness watching me and being with me. Stay safe, stay strong, be responsible, and for those people who are working to support us, going and risking their lives, thank you everyone. And thank you for your comments. If you can share, that would be wonderful. If you're a new subscriber, or if you like to be a new subscriber, please do that. Take care of yourself. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.